Hi, hope you're having an amazing day. As you saw from the title of this video, today we're going to be doing my top 15 Shop Miss A must-haves. So if you want to see what those products are, of course, just keep on watching. But before that, don't forget, if you like tricks and makeup, go ahead and stick around, subscribe, maybe hit the bell to notify whenever I upload, and if you could like the video if you like it, and the video's going to start right now. Alright, so let's go in order of the way that I do my makeup. So first off, taking a lip balm. This is a Studio Big Boss Balm, and this one here is in raspberry. I have to say, this is definitely one of the first products that came to mind if you suffer from dry lips, or if you like to throw on lip balm before your makeup goes on. I think you're really going to enjoy these. This is basically just a jumbo lip balm, and it just works amazing. Again, this one here is in raspberry. It comes in different colors and different smells as well, and it's just a really nice product. If you guys have been here on my channel, you guys know that I use a lot of chapstick, so I can tell you which ones are good, which ones are not good, and this is a really good formula. My favorite chapstick of all time is just the chapstick in cherry. That's just my favorite, all-time favorite chapstick that I use up a lot. But this is definitely a hard second. I really like this formula. It's really nice and glidey. It stays on the lips. It doesn't dry down super quick and make your lips dry again. I've dealt with those type of lip balms from Shop Miss A, but this is definitely the one that doesn't do that to me, and it's a really good product, so that's why I thought I'd mention it first at number one. Next, I would go on to eyebrows. So I have two products here. Both of them are the same, but just different colors. I have the Studio Micro Brow Pen. I have the one in dark brown as well as the soft black. So I actually have a similar product to this on my brows today. It basically comes with, let me show you guys in up close. Again, this is a micro brow pen. It comes with a comb-like applicator. As you can see, it has like little combs on it. It's supposed to make your eyebrows look more natural. So I'll make like hair-like strokes and stuff like that. So I really have been enjoying these, surprisingly. I used one from LA Colors today, same kind of applicator. I feel like the LA Colors one is a little more pigmented, which can be a little scary when it comes to doing your eyebrows, because you don't want it to be super pigmented and look kind of like Sharpie eyebrows. So I really like the fact that these are not as pigmented, because you can build these up and it just makes it look more natural. So I really have been enjoying these. So if you've been eyeing these out, give them a try. It comes in various colors, and I really love the pink kind of packaging as well. These are a really good product, and I'm really surprised because I didn't really have high expectations for these when I first got them in, but I have had videos where I use this live on camera with you guys. So if you want to see that, I'll have one of those linked down below so you can watch. But again, these are amazing. All right, next I would move on to eyes. So let's talk about some gel liners. I've actually mentioned these before. I think I did a top 5 bottom 5 of Shop Miss A, which is going to be linked down below. I have a Shop Miss A playlist. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to link that below. Everything is on there, and these I for sure have mentioned before. These are, again, they're gel liners, and these are newer to their website. Black one here is in Seize the Day. Then we have Cool Days. They have a lot of like neon kind of shades, and then we have Beach Babe, and these are extremely pigmented and super creamy, super glidey. You can also sharpen these as well, and I love, again, the fact that these are not super pigmented right off the bat, just like the last product that I talked about, because they're really easy to build up. So I'm just going to give all of these a swatch, and I'm going to show you guys my thoughts on these, because I'm telling you, these are extremely creamy and just so stunning, and they just make any eye look kind of just go to that next level, especially when you're using one of the pops of color like this one or the pink one. They just add a little something extra. Even the black one is amazing. So all of these definitely recommend. I own every single color. All of them are equally as amazing, so I really have been enjoying these gel liners. Some other liners that I've really been enjoying are their Eyes on Me Vivid Liquid Liners. I have a lot of shades. I own every single shade. I have the one in Hey You. I have the one in Why Not. All of these are amazing. I have the pink one in Lovebirds. The yellow is one that I reach for a lot in the shade YOLO. I have a line, as you can see, over top my liner. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it is a white line. I love to do that when I use a black liner. It just kind of it creates like a pop of color, and again, it just adds a little something extra to every single look. So I really love using these, as well as the City Color ones are amazing, but these are basically the same thing, and these are more travel friendly in my opinion. I think these are really cute, and they come in very nice shades as well. They also have every shade that you could possibly need, so definitely check these out on the site. These are also really amazing. Next, let's talk about mascara. I have the Studio Length elongating mascara. I do have one on my lower lashes and my upper lashes, but you won't be able to see because I'm wearing falsies. But I am wearing the fat lash mascara. That's definitely another great one, but I mentioned that one so much, I thought let's switch it up. This one here in the lengthening one has the same type of wand as the fat lash, So I think this is very, very comparable, if not almost the same thing, to be honest. Really nice. Obviously it gives you length and volume. It's a really good mascara. So if you're looking for something from the Charmace website to help with your lashes, I definitely say check out the Fat Lash or this one here. Both of them are amazing. So I did use this in my full face of Charmace. This is the Airway Studio Cherry Blossom palette in Sakura season. I really much enjoyed this and I love how that look came out. It's like the perfect kind of everyday look. So I really have been enjoying reaching for this because I know it's not going to let me down. These shades here are not ultra pigmented right off the bat. That's kind of the theme of today's video, because a lot of these products are very buildable, but that's kind of what makes it more fun. And then just like you have to build the intensity and it just looks even more natural looking, and the ways that these shadows blended together, it's just like perfection. So I really love this palette, and I definitely recommend if you've been eyeing out the Cherry collection. They have so many palettes to choose from this collection. They also have some new blushes which we are going to use soon, but yeah, they did such a good job with the packaging as well as just everything about this collection is just so cute. Before we move on to face products, I also have these to talk about. These are the Airway Studio loose pigments. If you're into loose pigments, glitters, those extra kind of steps when it comes to your eye looks, I think you're really gonna enjoy these because they're just really nice, really easy to use, super reflective. This one here is kind of a duochrome in the shade Spell, and then I also have the shade Magic. I own a couple other shades as well. These are really nice. They are a tub, so when you open it, it can be a little messy, so just be careful with that so you don't like tip it over or whatever. But yeah, these are amazing. I think my top one out of all of them that I own is the one in Spell, just because it is that duochrome kind of vibe. It's just really pretty. It looks amazing on the lid. You don't have to have any type of base underneath. You just kind of tap it on and it just looks amazing. So I really have been enjoying these loose pigments from Charmace. They're amazing. Let's get into the face products. We have two foundations here. These are the Pro Wear foundations. I did use these in my full face of Charmace. Not sure if that's up already. If it is, I'll have a link down below. But I have two shades here in Natural Beige and the shade Honey Beige. I like to mix them just because, you know, each of them, one is too dark, one is too light. So when I mix them together, they're just a perfect duo and they are so full coverage. So if you're looking for a full coverage kind of foundation on the website, I think you're really much going to enjoy these. I would say just don't overdo it with these products because they can get a little cakey looking. So definitely, you know, a little bit at a time. And yeah, it just looks amazing. Again, very full coverage, and it's just so good. And it's crazy because these are only like $188 or something on the website. It's a really great quality for how much you're paying. It's crazy. So it is a great deal on the site. I'm not the biggest fan of the packaging. It's just kind of childish looking. I hope they kind of upgrade that, but yeah, these are so cute, and they come with like a kind of squeezy tube kind of vibe. It's really interesting. So if you've been looking for a full coverage foundation on the website, definitely check these out. I also use this in my full face of Charmace, the Airway Studio liquid concealer in the shade Nude. This one goes alongside that foundation, part of that Paw line, which is why they have that pink kind of color. But yeah, this is also another great product. It doesn't come with the most convenient applicator, I'd say. It's the same kind of moment. It's a squeezy tube, but it just looks so good on the under eyes. It's definitely a medium to full coverage concealer in my opinion. I think it just blends in so easily and it definitely covers everything it has to cover. I think this is going to be a great concealer to do like spot concealing, so that's what I've been using it for, and I really have been enjoying it as well, so I definitely recommend. Okay, we're almost there. So next we have a liquid, well, it's not a liquid highlight, but it's a cream highlight from the site. I have the Airway Studio Dewy Cream Highlight. This one was part of my my stash for the month of September, and this one here is in the shade Grace. I did mention that the packaging, you know, packaging is just not that great, but the actual formula of this product is amazing. It just kind of glides onto the skin, it meshes in, it doesn't just sit on top of it, it blends in really easily, and it gives you some time to like play. So it gives you some playroom. It doesn't just stick to the face. And again, this one here is in Grace, and it's interesting because when I first got this product, I didn't think I would love it because it does have that purple hue to it, but once it's like blended into the skin, it just gives you the most beautiful glossy pinky kind of fantasy. It's just really stunning. So this is definitely something that I'd say check out. They do come in other more wearable shades if that's what you're looking for, but this one in Grace with the purple vibe is my favorite. All right, let's talk about powder. So I have this Airway Studio Perfect Finishing Powder. As you can see, I hit pan on it. It's just really amazing. That's why I use it a lot. It's just really great for my under eyes. It's great to set all over the face. The one that I use is in the shade Beige, And again, this is just my favorite one. So as you can see, it's very well loved. And I'd say if you're looking for a powder on the site, I much rather the pressed powders opposed to the loose powders. They're just a little more messy, and this one's just more controlled. I can definitely pick some up with my sponge, throw it on the under eyes real quick. It just kind of saves time for me. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys today. This is just a really great powder on the website, and it has very similar packaging to the bronzers, which we're going to talk about next. The AOA Studio Perfect bronzer powders, I do have 2 of them today because I wasn't sure which one would fit me the best. This was the first one that I purchased in the shade Toasted. So this one is a little lighter. It took me a little while to build this one up on my skin, which is why I ended up purchasing this one here in the shade Latte, and this one is just a little deeper. So let me compare. So this is the one that I had first, the lighter one in Toasted, and then I went ahead and chose Latte next. And this one works so great with my skin. Both of them are super buildable, really nice colors. They blend in really nicely. They're not patchy. So definitely wanted to throw these in here because before they had these bronzers, I used to just use their pressed powder in a deeper shade, and it used to work just as well. But I think the bronzers just add a little something extra to the look. So I really have been enjoying their bronzers as well. Let's talk about some blushes. The AOA Studio Perfect blushes are really great. So AOA Studio as a line on the site is just something that stands out to me. They have really great products on there, and that's why I just kind of talk about AOA Studio the most when I'm talking about Shop Miss A, because I think they have the most high quality kind of products on the website. So their blushes are no exception. These are so cute, super travel friendly. They come in so many shades, and they're really nice and buildable. Again, they just look amazing on the face. They don't just stick there. They're not patchy. Again, they blend in so nicely. So I have 3 shades here to show you guys, but I do own a lot of other colors. I have the shade Fino. They come in light shades, medium shades, dark shades, everything that you would want. This one here is a like lighter purple in the shade Mod. It's just like the most like blushes that I don't even think I would need. I purchased from there because they're just so stunning. They're the perfect color. This one doesn't look super ashy on my skin, which I really love and can appreciate. So yeah, their blush formula, amazing. They just came out with some new ones, which I haven't tried out yet. I did haul those, so those are going to be coming soon in another full face of Shop Miss A, but these here are so good, and I already know I love these. Next, we have some highlights to talk about. So these are their Paw Glow Within Illuminating Powders. I have 3 of them here. I'd say the color selection of these highlights are interesting. Like this one here is like a purple kind of vibe. This one is in Kawaii, and as you can see, it's a purple with blue kind of specks in there. But when you swatch it, let's see how it looks when I swatch it. I've used every single one of these in my full face using new makeup. There is the Kawaii shade. It's so stunning, and it doesn't come off super purple on the face, which I really love. Then we have this shade in the shade Do No Harm, and this one looks like it wouldn't work with my skin tone, but I've actually used this on camera with you guys, and it's just so amazing. I think they came out with such a nice variety of colors. And then the last one that I have to show you guys here is Wish on a Star, and I did swatch all of these, I believe, in a haul video when I hauled these. This one has purple specks in it, and this one's also so pretty. So definitely check these out if you're looking for a highlight. These are newer to the website. I think they did such a good job with the color selection because it makes it just less boring. I love that they added little specks in there just to make it a little different, and it's just a really good formula. They're really nice and dewy looking on the face, so I really much enjoyed their highlight. Lastly, we're talking about lips. So the AOA Studio Velvet Lips, I'd say if you're into a pigmented liquid lipstick that's not super drying, that's more of the lip cream kind of vibe, I think you're really much gonna enjoy these. These are their velvet lips, so they don't dry down super matte. I think over time they do kind of dry down a little more, kind of like a lip stain in a way, but it takes a while to get there. These definitely will transfer if you like kiss your significant other or if you drink water or whatever it may be, but I think these are definitely worth it. They come in so many shades. They're just so cute, and I love the packaging as well. The ones that I have to show you guys are the shade Reese, and let me show you guys the applicator as well. It's very interesting. Looks like that, kind of like an arrowhead. It does have a hole in the middle, which helps get more product, and it's just super pigmented. Again, this one here is in Reese. I also went ahead and threw this vampy shade in here in the shade Sabrina. I think this is the one that I use in my full face of Shop Miss A, and also super pigmented. Again, that creamy kind of texture. These are amazing. So if you're looking for liquid lipsticks, again, that are more that velvety kind of side, you're really gonna enjoy these. And this is the last product. We made it to the end. So we made it to the end. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed filming this for you today. Everything that I talked about, all the names of the prices are going to be down below, as well as any videos that I mentioned throughout this video or videos that I uploaded last week. Don't forget to upload 3 times a week on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sundays. If you could stick around, that would be amazing. I'll have my Insta handle displayed on the screen, as well as my TikTok. I post a lot of makeup finds from drugstore to high end, so if that interests you, go ahead and follow me there. And it'd be so amazing if you could like and subscribe. Of course, you don't have to. You're your own person and you make your own decisions, but it wouldn't hurt to give this video a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.